So, in this week's reading, I think, well, when I look at their first game...
Wait, we were allowed to read ahead.
No.
Yes.
So,
yeah, we were.
when they were...
This week's not next week.
Anyways, so as I was saying, when they let Hannah on the team, my prediction was right. And I knew they let her on because of her skill.
Yeah, because some people didn't show up, and Hannah was really good at it.
And my connection is, this is my second connection, in the basketball league, that most of the kids in our grade play FSA.
Yeah.
There's a girl on one of the
There's
teams.
always a girl.
And
There's like
she's
3
really
girls
good.
now.
She's really good, I think.
There's like 3 girls now.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just not
You
let them
shouldn't
play.
judge.
Yeah,
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, because it might surprise you.
Yeah, you
like
can't
this
just
book.
say
It
you
might
can't
be a
play.
really good story.
Yeah, you can't say you can't play just because you're a girl.
Exactly.
And it's a boy team.
That's like,
Although sometimes I think they would more feel. I think it's more they just don't choose to play with boys.
Yeah.
Except
But-
Because some girls don't like getting hurt.
well, some
Yeah.
girls just don't
Too
like playing
sensitive.
sports. Some girls just like dancing. Anyways, so,
I don't know. Not much.
in this week's, when they played the game against Palmer,
No, they didn't play that. That's next week's.
oh,
You
Anyway.
actually you read forward.
oh,
We're supposed to.
no, because we're starting.
Yeah, you
Anyways,
were supposed to just up until
No,
chapter 14.
No,
So-
I chapter 18.
so,
We're supposed to do
Anyways.
we're supposed to go to 140, then 210 next. Then
No,
210.
we're supposed to go to one. We're going to
okay,
114.
so, when they,
114. You were at 70. You read 70 pages. Oh yeah, 140.
when they're like, I don't
That's
think that the other,
Thing
Oh, yeah,
about
I don't
baseball.
think the other men, the other people on the team want,
Yeah,
Hannah
they
to
just
be
want
listened
it to be all boys. They don't
well,
want,
that's what most boys want it to be.
It's what it
Yeah,
always
mo-
was.
they
And
don't-
want to change it.
usually boys don't want a girl on a team, but Will does.
Will
he doesn't like to. He doesn't want to
He's seen
admit
her
it.
skill.
He doesn't want to
Yeah.
admit it.
Yeah,
Just doesn't want to admit it
but you know,
Wait,
to the
no.
other boys. I think he's afraid what the other guys might think.
the other guys don't count as much as Will does. It's his football team.
Wait, guys.
He sent the letter to
in
New
the chapter we
Balance.
read, Will did talk to the team about Hannah, and they didn't want to do it, but
They had a big.
then Will's dad stepped in and said,
He's with whatever the team is. Actually, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Want,
No, he's like,
he's a real Debbie
no,
Downer.
he's like, at your age, I would have wanted it too, but back then I was a lot dumber, and now we should do it. But now I think we should.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I do remember him saying that. All in all, I think for that chapter, when they decided it, I think it was smart for the author. I think it was smart for Michael Picca to add that in
Did anyone have any inferences?
because
I think.
Anyways, I think it was smart for him to add that in. So like Hannah Grayson randomly appeared on the team. It wouldn't be that
Randomly.
cool. But
Like out of nowhere.
he added in the talk and he switched off speakers and I liked that.
But like, did anyone have any inferences?
Inference, I think that they're gonna, in the end of the book, I think they're gonna get to like the big playoff thing and they're gonna beat Castle Rock.
Well, yeah, that's almost like almost every story. You had
And I
this,
think
you had this big problem, and then they solve the problem, and all they
That-
achieve their dream. Blah blah blah.
No, not all stories are like that. I
Almost
think
all.
Almost all of them.
Almost all.
Yeah, well,
Good guys win and the bad guys always lose. That's basically
Well,
what
they're not really bad. They're just another team.
They're just another team,
It's just their
but
opponent.
people,
They
yeah,
want
an
to beat.
opponent.
And so they basically reach their goal somehow, and then they achieve it.
I infer that no
But
one
their
can
team
make
doesn't
it
have the
on
best. I'm actually thinking that Will should have accepted the offer
Castle Rock.
for Castle Rock. I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
I think I infer that no one.
But he's just scared that his dad's gonna get mad at him.
are gonna come on,
Maybe.
and that they're gonna just have to stick with Hannah and hope that no one's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, because we don't need Will to get hurt up.
But what if
Yeah.
Toby Keenan joins the team? Then they'll have a sub.
Yeah, so that's good. We always need some extra players.
True.
Maybe when he finds out that he's like, oh, okay, finally I'll do it. And they find out they got Hannah instead of him, he's going to get all mad.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Maybe.
No, because he doesn't do it.
Maybe he'll do it late or something.
Probably.
Because he seemed like he needed a lot of time to decide. Kind of
Yeah.
like a battle between
And then there's
should do it or not.
anyone have any connections? Oh yeah, Gabe. Anyone else?
No, not really.
Questions.
Questions. Definitely questions.
Yes.
And I want you go first. Then.
I wonder why Will wants Hannah on the team.
Because he wants to play.
He likes her.
Football.
I think he likes her.
Yeah.
Like her. Like
Oh,
And
likes
anyways,
her.
like
Please.
football's
Okay,
his life.
Gabe, I think that's enough.
Let's not go too far with that.
And anyways, football is his life, and if he doesn't get 11th player, he can't play.
He'd be
And-
really
And
sad.
he'd be crying in his room, going, "Whoa!"
We also have another question.
Yeah.
If Will wants to play so much, why can't they move to Castle Rock and his dad just not work in the factory? Like, there are other
he doesn't
jobs.
like the factory.
I know, but there are other jobs. He can just get a new job.
True.
Wait, Sophie, was that you?
Anyways, so I think I think they're gonna have Castle Rock come to their field, and then one of them's gonna get stuck in the holes. That would be funny.
No, I think they're gonna just repair the field.
Yeah, I think like Castle Rock might come to their field, and they are probably gonna like win, but it's really close.
Yeah, and then the Castle Rocks rub it in their faces, and then they push them into the holes and bury their heads in the holes.
Okay, let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
What you mean, Forbes team, not Castle Rock?
Yeah, they're gonna rub it in their faces and really bury them in their heads. Really?
Yeah, they're gonna
Really?
grab dirt and rub it.
Yeah, literally rub the dirt in their faces.
That's like it's like an idiom. Rub it in the face, not literally.
Oh yeah, put your
Yeah,
head in
rub-
the sand. Put your head in the
There you
sand.
They don't
Yeah.
literally mean you put your head in the sand.
Yeah, I know. Actually, we're not that dumb.
But
I know.
anyways, so does anybody have connections?
Well,
Probably not.
No.
Probably not because we're not
Really?
12 yet. But
No.
My brother's 12.
oh,
Alright, does he
Anyways,
have any sports experience?
He does wrestling,
oh really?
and Hannah's sister Mimi, she's on the team, but she's the only girl.
A wrestling
Really?
team?
Yes.
That makes okay. That's a good
Oh yeah,
connection.
maybe does
Oh,
it.
And
That's a good connection.
just because she's a girl doesn't mean she doesn't want to do the sport.
And just because she's a girl doesn't mean that she can't do the sport.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean
Yeah.
she doesn't want to.
Wrestling.
Just because none
It's
of
like one of those odd sports that
Wrestling?
you find a girl want to do. Wrestling.
like fighting. That's like
That's like one of the odd sports. I mean, football not as much, but wrestling. Come on, it's like 1 in a million. You find a girl want to play wrestling. You want to do wrestling.
Back in the day,
you
do
think
girls were only allowed to
you
play
think that
softball.
girls
I want to do
you
wrestling.
think that girls would want to play more of the difficult sports to show the boys that
I want to do
But they
wrestling.
can do stuff.
Gabe, I want to do wrestling.
Not just stay at home watching clothes.
but the fact that
Or
Hannah
maybe
Grayson
Aggie.
Not all
or the
girls.
fact that
Tina,
Hannah
like my
Grayson the
sisters.
fact that Hannah Grayson can
Yeah.
kick the pig skin
How
really
you two-
hard means probably a lot to Will because she's very
really good.
priceless player.
Yeah,
Priceless puncher.
they needed
Priceless
another
puncher.
player,
Yeah,
and Hannah was perfect because she knows how to play. She's really good at it.
she can play, and she's not. It doesn't.
Yeah,
mean
but the other guys,
because-
the other guys don't want her on the team because she's a girl.
just because
Well,
most,
it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl as long as you can play.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like just because
Yeah.
most girls only do dance and gymnastics and not like football,
Yeah, I guess so.
doesn't mean that they. Doesn't
They
mean all
can't-
girls are like
Yeah,
that.
just because
No
girls,
one's the same.
just because girls aren't really known for playing that sport doesn't mean that they can't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she said in the book she looked up the official rules and nothing said that she couldn't play.
But
Nothing said that she can't
Oh,
play.
Yeah, like when our parents were growing up, girls were only allowed to play softball. Now they can play anything they want.
Zach, actually, I think that's like the grandparents, because girls didn't have that many rights back then. They still
yeah,
had
that
boys'
is
boys.
true. Remember that woman who swam the England
Yeah,
so
was
Fighting Freedom's all about
Trudy something.
Trudy Doll, I think it was.
No.
And,
We're getting off
And I read a book
topic.
about
Anyway.
someone.
How did we get to this?
And I read a book
What?
about someone who.
I think
Nope.
Hannah Grayson stands up for women's rights
Yeah.
in football.
And I read a book.
No idea.
It was called Fighting Freedom. It's about a girl who dresses up like a boy so she could have the equal rights and buys land and votes before it was.
Yeah, and like she goes to an
The
all-boy
time.
orphanage and nobody knows until she actually says that she's a girl.
No one's sort of spoiling it. So.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story, alright? So, this was the
But-
Underdog.
In conclusion, I think that
She
so
should be able to
far
play.
the
We
season.
still have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, all in all, I think that
She should be able to play.
yeah, she should be
And then
able
there are a
to
bunch of
play.
Yeah, maybe the other
She
guy,
has rights.
the other guys may not like it, but she should.
They can't
She
stop
has
it.
her
As long as
rights.
she can play, she's good.
As long as
Exactly.
she has the rights to play.
Anybody who's like good
Should be able
probably
to play.
be drafted
Not just the.
to the first football team.
Just because.
And the fact that I think they would have called themselves the Flyers,
The
but
Flyers.
So are we done here?
Yep, this is the Underdogs.
we have to get
And
two.
we too.
Two.
we
And we're out.